Diet is the first step in diabetes prevention. Diabetes is one of the most commonly treated medical conditions in the world. In fact, in the United States alone, there are more than 23 million people with some form of diabetes, which if left untreated, can be life-threatening in many cases. To put it simply, diabetes is a condition that happens when the body is either not able to make enough insulin, or is not able to properly use the insulin it does make. There are three main types of diabetes: type 1, type 2, and gestational diabetes. Another condition is known as pre-diabetic, and it occurs in people who have many risk factors for the disease. There are many symptoms of diabetes, including irritability, fatigue, extreme thirst and or hunger, weight loss, frequent urination, and blurred vision. In fact, diabetes, if not treated properly, can eventually lead to blindness, as well as many other health issues. Diabetes can lead to a number of even more serious health conditions, including heart problems, strokes, loss of limbs, especially the feet and legs, and even death. But, when properly treated, and a healthy diet is followed, diabetes is a condition that most patients are able to live with. Type 1 diabetes, this is also known as juvenile diabetes, and those with this form of the disease must take insulin shots every day. Some patients are opting for an insulin pump, which automatically releases the right amount of insulin as the body needs it. This is the most serious type of diabetes, and must be treated properly. Type 2 diabetes, those with this type of diabetes do not need the same sort of treatment as those with type 1 diabetes, but they still must be careful. They must monitor their blood sugar levels throughout the day, and need to make sure they are eating a healthy diet and getting enough exercise. Some people with type 2 diabetes are required to take medication, and sometimes even insulin, to keep their sugars regulated. Gestational diabetes, this is a form of diabetes that occurs in pregnant women, usually in the final trimester. Women who have never had diabetes in the past can get gestational diabetes, and for most, the condition is gone as soon as the baby is born. Children born to mothers with gestational diabetes do not usually end up with diabetes. This type of diabetes occurs in about 4% of all pregnant women. Preventing and treating diabetes with diet, it is a simple thing to prevent diabetes and other health conditions, as long as you're eating a healthy diet that is rich in all of the nutrients we all need to be healthy and strong. Those who have diabetes understand the need for a healthy diet, and many are on restricted diets, depending on the level of their condition. It is important for all of us to eat healthy, but it is exceptionally important for those who have diabetes or who have risk factors for the disease. It is important to keep blood sugars regulated, and foods that are high in fat, cholesterol, salt, and sugar are not recommended for a healthy diet to treat or help prevent diabetes. It is also important to remember that the body needs certain nutrients throughout the day, so it is never wise to skip a meal. In fact, it is even better to eat a number of smaller meals throughout the day, rather than 3 large ones. A healthy diet that is recommended by the American Diabetes Association, as well as a number of other health organizations, is one that is made up of 50% good carbohydrates, 15% good fats, and 35% proteins. All of these are macronutrients that we all need for survival, and it is essential that diabetics follow a diet similar to this in order to regulate their disease. It is also a good diet for anyone who wants to become healthier, and reduce their risk of developing diabetes and other health conditions. There are all kinds of delicious foods that can be used in this type of diet, so no one should ever feel hungry or unsatisfied. Lean red meats, fish, and poultry are healthy choices, as well as low-fat dairy products and eggs. It is important to make sure that the carbohydrates in the diet are complex and not simple carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates come from such dietary sources as nuts, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. Fats should be polyunsaturated or monounsaturated, and not saturated, which can lead to a number of health problems, including heart disease and diabetes. In addition to eating a healthy diet, it is also important for those who have diabetes to take any medication that is prescribed to them for their conditions. And exercise is important, and not just for diabetics either. Everyone should be getting at least a half an hour of physical activity each and every day. Exercise will help in both the treatment and the prevention of diabetes. Those with diabetes need to see their physicians regularly, who will help plan healthy diets that are beneficial and will help treat their condition. It is also a good idea for anyone to talk to their doctors about diet and good health, to learn how to eat properly to avoid health conditions such as diabetes. Making sure you get the nutrients you need. In order to prevent and or treat diabetes, it is important that all of the nutritional needs are met. Often, because the diet is so restricted, patients may not be getting enough of certain nutrients, such as protein. In such cases, protein supplements are often used, and even recommended by physicians. Not only are these supplements full of protein, they are also loaded with many other vitamins and nutrients, and many are created specifically for restricted diets. One protein supplement that is very popular is ProfectR, a product from Protica. This supplement is ideal for calorie-reduced or restricted diets, because it only contains 120 calories in every 3-ounce serving, and it is 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, and only 5% carbohydrates and 3% salt. ProfectR provides 25 grams of protein in every serving, and is small and portable, so it can be taken anywhere for a shot of protein whenever it is needed. ProfectR is also an excellent way to satisfy any sweet tooth, as it comes in many delicious flavors, including clear raspberry, clear green tea, clear juicy apple, clear peach, and clear Niagara grape. It is also certified with the heart-friendly seal, a registered trademark of the Food Certification Institute.